South Africans pretending to be Nigerians. South Africans they were caught red-handed pretending to be Nigerians. Whenever there's a video talking about South Africans and Nigeria, whether it is in a good light or not, they will see the caption, they will go to the comment section and begin to comment things out of context. I did a video one time addressing this whole thing, and the thing has refused to stop. Like, they have refused, South Africans have refused to stop. And mostly they use Igbo names because they feel that it's Igbo names they are able to spell, then they'll coin it. And you will be looking at the name thinking it's a South African name, but when you look at it very well, at first glance, you think it's an Igbo name or a Nigerian name. Then later, when you see the person's comments, you just know this person is not Nigerian. How do we always know Nigerians? We know Nigerians the way they respond to negative comments about their country. Let me tell you something I've known about Nigerians over time. Except Nigerians that do not know what they are doing, except Nigerians that maybe have been hypnotized, except Nigerians who are living in false paradise. But as far as you're a true Nigerian, even if a Nigerian who is quarreling with his brother sees you trying to fight that his brother, the Nigerian man or woman in him will naturally, begin to fight back. Now, when you have to lie, like, you people have come to the point where you need to even bear Nigerian names to be able to prove a point. Like, how do I explain this whole thing? Because it's very funny. And those of you who are YouTubers, you must have discovered this. Those of you who are even viewers, you must have discovered how they use Nigerian names to lie on comment section, to type things on comment section to claim they are Nigerians. And this goes to show that even the ones that they were caught, they caught some South Africans with powder, and they lied that they are not South African, they are Nigerians. Some they lied they are Zimbabweans and all that. When they took their passports and looked at it, they saw that these people were not Nigerians. So people say, it's Nigerians that have stayed in South Africa for long. They never take responsibility for anything they've done. They never ever take responsibility for their action. Whatever happens that is wrong is foreigners. Then the ones that are good is South Africa. As far as you are a Zimbabwean, you are living in that place, and all the people who are not South Africans, they are the good ones. They are the saints. But you see, anything they see Nigeria do. So now what they do is, in order for people to believe that, oh, Nigeria is bad, they have to now fake their names. They now change their YouTube names to bear Nigerian names, so that it will be that Nigerians are the ones calling out Nigerians. Now, people have tagged me on the comment section in one other video like that, telling me that I should talk about one lady who has been going about. Honestly, I've never watched her videos. I don't know anything about her. People have tagged me to say, come and see what this lady is saying. They even mentioned that immediately her gym came to Nigeria, the lady now became confused. She then started talking negatively that her gym is just showing only the good sides of Nigeria. And I'm wondering to myself, so where she is now, the country where she lives, or the country she's claiming now to have, is she not, showing the good side of, is the whole of that country, are they good? We are talking about, real life issues. You are pursuing shadows. People have tagged me on different things. Oh, come and see you, this person. They've mentioned, till now I don't know the person. I've never met the person. I've never seen the person's channel. With all that we do about content creating, about talking about different things South Africans are doing, I've never come across the channel. Maybe I have, and I didn't even bother to watch. But people have told me about that. And a few other people, Nigerians, who are very good on posting negative things about Nigerians. See, I've told you guys time without number. Talk about our president, because he vowed to protect lives and properties. But at least Nigeria is still better than South Africa. In Nigeria, where do you see daylight robbery? Like somebody come out in the day to rob. If I told anybody will rob anybody in Nigeria, it has to be in the night. And in fact, if they are doing it, it's not like they just come to somebody's house to rob. It has to be somebody that knows somebody that gives them the intel that this is what's going on. Do you understand? So that's what they used to say is the person, the rat in the house that tells the other ones outside, come, oh, there is food. On that note, you cannot, it's not like it's something that happens every day, but in their country, the level of crime, and for them to always loot people's food whenever they are hungry, they push the narrative, oh, the foreigners are selling fake food, the foreigners, and they don't know how to do business. So when they give them the spaza shops, because they cannot run these businesses, they rent it out to foreigners, and most times Nigerians, and they do this business and they are paying them stipends. They pay them some stipends. So why on earth will you now try to maneuver the thing, and you now have to change your name to lie that you are a Nigerian? Aye. And you know the funny thing is, there was a time I replied somebody. I now looked at the name. I said, Jesus, this person is South Africa. How did he now change his name? And that is what they do. On a daily basis, that's what they do. They keep changing their names. They keep changing their names to do things just so that people will believe what they are saying. Just so that they will believe that they are spoiling Nigerian names, so that people will believe that, if a Nigerian can say this, which means it's true. The people are not paying attention to the name. Please, pay attention to the person you are reading their comments. Most of them we've caught them severally. In the past months, we've caught them who change their names, and they will come to comment, because they know that once we see that their Mofata Sasa name, we'll know that this is a South African. So they decide now to change their name so that they will sound. And the funny thing is, they will now use the word Mumu just so that you will believe. And you know, South Africans are so obsessed with Nigerians to the point that they use our native slangs. As in, we don't even know their own slangs, but they know all our slangs. So they use those slangs when they are typing, they use those slangs when they are writing, they use those slangs so that we will believe. But they don't know that we know how Nigerians type, we know how Nigerians reason. Nigerians are just wise people. They know what they want and how they want it. So you cannot come on your own and begin to lie. Just because you want to prove a point that Nigeria is bad, you need to lie to cover up your tracks. And bet you are even lying and changing your name. You change your name to bear Nigerian name. Is that how obsessed you are with Nigerians? Is that how so much a Nigerian you want to become? We don't want that. We don't want liars here. We don't want negative people here. We don't want bitter people here. Like I saw in a comment, somebody was still replying to all the South Africans on Chidima's comment section. We can never talk about the hate South Africans have done to us without mentioning Chidinma, because in the past, we just saw it as xenophobia attack. We didn't read meanings to it, but the moment Chidinma became a contestant or somebody who was going to give them a run for their money, that's how they started bringing up, pushing narratives. If you see the things they comment on every comment section, you will be wowed. A lady, I don't know that if it's a white woman, she was telling one of them, said, see you, is it not better she's in a country where she's loved than stay in a place of people who are very bitter? That person is not a Nigerian. From her name, from the way she looks, you know. But the truth is that South Africans ended up embarrassing themselves in public, showing the whole world how they are, showing the universe who they truly are. Now they had better redeem the times and stop all this talking on social media, because even the people who are thinking of hosting the Miss Universe next year in South Africa or other places they've mentioned, they have not yet said where they are going to use, but they mentioned some places, some countries that they might likely use. So why would they want to use a country that does not respect other people, a country that sees foreigners as their problem? And the funny thing is that in their country, foreigners come in and strive. Foreigners come in and make so much money. What is happening to you people? Can't you take responsibility? You are blaming everybody but yourselves. You blame everybody but yourselves. So that's why when we saw all these things, I say, see this one, he has going to change his name. South Africa, Càûght, claiming to be Nigerian. That is why even when they catch them with those hard powder, they'll say they are Nigerians. When they are interviewing them, they'll say they are Nigerians. It's when they get their passports that they'll say that they are not Nigerians. Why do you people want so much pain? Why do you want to lie so much about Nigeria? Why? Why?